Standard 9, Subject History and Political Science, Chapter 1, Sources of History. Good morning, students. Welcome to our new academic year of 9th Standard 2021-22. With God's grace, let us start the subject History and Political Science with the introduction of the book. In your previous class, you have studied subject called Social Studies with geographical, historical, economical chapters with little introduction on civics. From now onwards, you are going to study geography and history with political science separately. This book is covering history of India after independence, that is 1961 to 2000. Covering 10 chapters and 6 chapters of political science. Among these, we will study Chapter 1, Sources of History, and second chapter, India Events after 1960 for Unit 1. Now we shall start the first chapter, Sources of History. In history, we study about past events through books, historical monuments, scripts, etc. In these historical books, the events are happening in past are written through various sources. The historical events cannot be created because we were not present in the historical time and space. For this study, we need an expert who knows the language and script of a historical document in order to read it and understand its meaning. Such a document is further scrutinized by a historian with the help of relevant historical references. Methods of various disciplines are useful in historical research. From these historical research, we study about history through written sources, material sources, and audiovisual sources. Let's see the sources covering in written sources. In written sources, we study from newspapers, periodicals, diaries, reference books, correspondence, documents in the archives, government gazettes, postage stamps, encyclopedias, etc. Newspapers are considered the fourth pillar of democracy in the modern period. They are also a major medium of information. Through newspapers, we can get information about various subjects of the society. Newspapers contain matters related to human life. Newspapers are published in national and regional edition, contains supplement that give information about various topics which comes out daily, weekly, monthly, annually, which are important among the print media. Press Trust of India. Press Trust of India has provided reports, photographs and articles on financial and scientific issues to newspapers. PTI, which means Press Trust of India, has now started its online service. During the 1990s, PTI started using the satellite broadcast technology instead of teleprinters to send news all over the country. Now, let's see how postage stamps reveals history. Postage stamps don't reveal anything of their own, yet a historian makes them speak. The Postal Department issues postage stamp on a wide variety of themes like political leaders, flowers, animals, birds, an event, or the silver, golden, diamond jubilees, or sanitary, bisanitary, tertiary of different events. It is therefore a valuable repository of history. Jal Cooper stamp in 1977. Jal Cooper was an international acclaimed philatelist, that is, an expert on the subject of postage stamps. He founded the Empire of India Philatelic Society. He went on to write many books on this subject. The postage stamp on Jal Cooper is an important source to understand his significant contribution to this field. Next is material sources, which includes all the physical sources. We shall continue it in our next part. Thank you.